Okay, nasai minasan. Today we're gonna talk about Kamen Rider Gotchard episode 10. This is a really fun episode, even though it's a little bit fast-paced for my liking, but with the ending like this, I have no complaint. Okay, like the plot twist of Hijiri becoming a Malgam is just amazing. I really love that plot twist. But then again, at the same time, this is the first Malgam that we actually get to see that someone becoming a Malgam due to another Malgam's action, as in a sense. Okay, so that is really interesting. But if you really think about it, the way they ended the episode with how like Kajiki is the one that saved Hijiri from the dark side and all those stuff, it is a little bit pointless and meaningless if you really think about it, because at the end of the day, Minato is just gonna delete their memory. So why does Houtarou even bothers to allow Kajiki and Hijiri to talk things out? I really love that part of the episode, but at the same time, it don't really make sense if you really think about it. But then again, we also get to see that my memory wipe of Minato is not all that perfect. Okay, like even though the memory is gone, but there's still a little bit of inkling, a little bit of like kind of like feeling in the heart that really doesn't go away at all. So I think, even though like I said just now, the thing that Houtarou did is a little bit meaningless, but I believe if Houtarou just beat the shit out of Hijiri and get Minato to wipe her memory, things are not gonna go so smooth at the end of the episode at all. Like I believe Hijiri would have kind of like created a bitterness in her heart towards her brother that she doesn't know where it actually came from at all, because all this while her relationship with the brother is like super duper good, and that is really interesting. Okay, and speaking of the brother, I was right. Okay, in episode 9 I actually talk about how both of them saw the Hitodama, but the way they view things regarding the Hitodama is so different and all the stuff. But one thing that I really did not expect is the fact that the brother actually hated the sister. The brother is like felt so pressured that I need to be the perfect brother for my sister. I need to look after the sister. I need to get good grades. I need to do this and do that and blah blah. At the end of the day, he just burned her parents. Straight up burn her parents. I don't know, man. Like that is like pretty dark and insane stuff that was just carried over through a dialogue, and I'm not sure like did anyone actually realize how dark that is. Like he is the one that kills his own parents, man. Like that is really insanely dark. But then again, at the same time, like I also mentioned something about the way they view the Hitodama incident differently. Like even though the brother actually realized that the fire shoot him down in before he even saw the Hitodama, so I was a little bit wrong there. But then again, let me just move on. No need to dwell on things unconfirmed. Okay, let me talk about a few little detail that I realized in this episode. The first thing that I realized is the CG, the Henshin CG looks really interesting, because I think they actually changed it up a little bit, especially with the Goldash and Mecha Kani Henshin sequence. It looks kind of good. Okay, it looks very different. I felt like they kind of like polish it up a little bit, and even the finisher and the opening of the episode looks a little bit different as well from the one that we actually get used to seeing most of the time. So that is also really good. And the opening song got a little bit of changes as well. I think the opening title, they actually added a little bit more flair to the opening title also. So that is really interesting. I don't think I'm gonna make a video to kind of go through scene by scene breakdown on what they actually added in the opening song, but yeah, I don't think they added anything too much of insignificance for us to actually go through it scene by scene once again. But they actually added quite a lot of new Chemy Cards that we never seen before in the opening song, kind of like teasing us that we are moving into a new phase of the series itself, because by the end of this episode we actually get to see UFO X making an appearance, the first level 10 Chemy finally making an appearance in Kamen Rider Gotchard, and we actually get to see Cloto saying that her plan is actually completed, like her mission is completed. She can now go back to Tokyo and pass whatever she needs to up Atrophos and to finish up their driver itself. Okay, so we are not sure how things are gonna go, but it is definitely gonna move on to a really interesting second phase of the series itself. And I'm not sure how many people actually dropped this series already. It is I wouldn't say that I would encourage people to pick it up back again at the moment of Kamen Rider Gotchard, but it is definitely getting better, getting more interesting by the episode it goes. It is really fun for us to actually get to see this. Okay, so another few things that I really want to mention before I end the video. The next thing is Rene, okay, right? Rene, how do I say this? I felt like I really love her in this episode. In this Kyoto arc, she get to show a lot of personality with the little that she got. So I think she is doing a really amazing job in Kyoto. We get to see her personality. I'm not sure like how and why Rene is actually the one that actually go and support Kajiki rather than Houtarou being the one that actually goes and support Kajiki. And I felt like maybe Rene did that decision based on two reasons. Firstly is because Rene is a very calculated person, so she kind of like understood that Houtarou being the Kamen Rider has a bigger chance to actually stop the Malgam than she actually going with Minato. And at the end of the day, ended up needing to call Houtarou to stop the Malgam all over again. So it's like Rene kind of like did a little bit of calculation in her mind, be like, okay, me going to Kajiki, solving the headache and concern of Houtarou seems like the right move to do. So she actually went ahead and did that, okay, to support Kajiki rather than Houtarou going to support Kajiki at the time of the heartbreak itself. So that is really how do I say, I really did not expect to see that, but maybe I'm just thinking too much into this, because like the next scene immediately we actually get to see Rene is just bullying like Sabimaru, bullying Renge, and bullying Kajiki by throwing them into the haunted house itself. That is really fun for us to actually get to see that. Okay, so amazing little detail that we actually get to see about Rene. Another little detail we get to see about Rene is how she, before she actually uses the ring to summon all the katanas, we actually get to see her like, borrow me your power, Kudo Ichimonji, something like that. Like, what? That is pretty dumb, pretty interesting and all. But then again, let me talk about another thing, okay? And that is regarding the ring, because we actually get to see the ring kind of like going out of control a little bit after they got electrified by the Denji Malgam, something like that. I'm not sure what the ring is actually supposed to be. Maybe the ring is actually supposed to be kind of like a Chemy as well. There is a possibility, but it makes sense for them to actually have the ring, because the ring seems to be their source of alchemy. Okay, like without the ring they can't perform alchemy, without the ring they can't do anything, you know. So I'm not sure how things are gonna go, like how are they gonna expand upon the lore of the Alchemy Academy, and what is the deal with the ring and all. Maybe we were gonna find out that the power of the ring is not that different from the power of the driver that Atrophos is actually trying to create right now. Because if you look at the design of the driver of what Atrophos is trying to create, it does actually seems very similar to a ring if you really pay close attention to it, and if you really kind of scale down the design a little bit. So maybe the ring is also kind of like a combination of different intention and different power that we just do not know about yet. Okay, so really interesting stuff that we actually get to see regarding the ring, and we also get to see Minato is able to heal the ring using a little bit of alchemy himself. So I'm not sure like how he actually does that, if his own ring also goes a little bit berserk, something like that. So hopefully they're gonna expand upon that. Like, there is no reason for them to add that scene into the story if it is not gonna come up important and further down the story itself. Okay, so really fun stuff that we actually get to see. And yeah, I think that is pretty much it from this episode. I really enjoy it. Like I said, the plot twist is amazing. The ending with how Kajiki and Hijiri, like after their memory got wiped and they met one another again, is just amazing as well. I hope the showrunner did not end their relationship here. Hopefully, I don't think we're gonna see Hijiri making another appearance, but then again, we would never know. Okay, we never know. Okay, we never know. Like, there's a possibility Hijiri is gonna come back again, or maybe she's gonna become a background character where Kajiki is always gonna be texting with and talking to, something like that. So yeah, things are getting more and more interesting. Hopefully we'll get to see more things coming along the way. There's gonna be more fun, more exciting, and yeah, that is all from me. Hope you enjoy. If you made it this far into the video, means you enjoy the content and you would really love to see more of my content. Okay, so if I have a special word for you, if you made it this far into the video, to let me know you finished the video, and the word today is gonna be ET. Okay, so why ET? Because we actually get to see UFOX making an appearance. So ET is the word because it stands for extraterrestrial. Yeah, if not mistaken, that is what ET actually stands for. But just comment ET because even me myself, I do not know how to spell extraterrestrial without doing a little bit of Googling. Okay, that is all. Goodbye. Sayonara.